Lucky I record your Ziying, you're back to the normal screen. You're not upside down again. All right, good evening, everybody. It's okay. As long as I see on the smiling face, that's more important. Don't stress out. I know you only left 6 months. 6 months to start your actual O-level exam. Okay, so let's go through the, I don't think our dear friend Xing Chen is coming in. Let me send the last message to the group first. Okay. Now today we're going to go through the SRQ for the last topic, the cyber security. Okay. So please pay attention. We are doing the last topic. What is the impact of globalization on security? Ziying and the rest of you, Yang Xiang, Bei Kun, Zhao Xuan, and Chelsea, I've downloaded a lot of literature for you to read. Hopefully, seriously, later I'm going to go through it, but I think during your free time, please read. So when I go through some of the points, please highlight it, and if you want, you can take a picture or type it and share with the rest. Okay, right? So let's move on to the topics. Okay, this one we talk about internet external security. Then we are going to talk about this. Who wrote this? May I ask? Who wrote this?
I wrote.
Oh, it's you, huh? Okay, thank you. Then we go through.
Uncle Raymond, for the homework, I didn't know that you want to go through the lesson 12 SRQ, so I didn't finish it on time.
Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, I told all of you already. I only now want to handheld you all because you are set 4. So I will on and off constantly remind you what homework to hand in, but it's not to pressurize you that you must hand in, okay? As you know, Ziying, I don't like you all to hand in homework 6:30, you know, halfway done. I want a quality homework, okay? So if you can hand in, I'm really very grateful already. I never believe a piece of lousy shit homework when my student hand in the homework. That's my policy. I don't like those teachers say when you hand in the homework, then you take the piece of paper of homework and throw it on the floor, throw it on the dustbin or whatever. I don't like this kind of things. Okay, to me, if a student willing to hand in a homework, even though last minute you want to hand it, means he or she is willing to learn, willing to submit, and willing to find his or her mistake through that homework that he submit. If the student, no matter how you push him or her, you know, force him, he still don't want to submit now. To me, it's quite hopeless. To both, not just the student, to the teacher. So why the student refuse to hand in homework? There are many reasons. So sometimes you have to be fair to the students. Okay, right? Ziying agree, right? Right. It's no point forcing people. It's just like you don't like the guy means you don't like the guy. The guy say, I love you, Ziying, but say sorry, no click, no chemistry. Right? Yang Xiang, same thing. There are so many girls like you say sorry, I don't like girls. You shake your head already. Because I look at your face so serious, I want to joke with you. Okay, come. Ready? Before we go on to the Qiao Xing's homework, let's go through just to recap. Where is it? How come got 1, 2, 3? Oh, okay. Where's my PowerPoint? Okay, let's recap, children. Ziying, can you still remember what is taxi, right? Last week I went through, right? Can you remember? Okay, so Ziying, can you help yourself and your classmate here and read the whole things again one more time? Because we're going to go through the SRQ with 2 SRQ today. Yes, please read to the class. Thank you.
Taxi, time factors when this extract happens.
So later we will see where is the time factors. Okay, Ziying, there are 3 time factors, right? Can you remember?
Past, present, future.
Thank you. When do I consider as the past events or past time factors? Starting from which year? A wild guess. Just a wild guess.
2000 and before.
Sorry, the reflection voice too loud. Can't hear.
2000 and before.
Correct. Well done. So what about the present, girl?
2000 to now.
2001 until now, 2020, okay? As far as concerned is 2020 or even 2021, sorry, 2021. Because your exam paper this year will be set until 2020. That means their paper already set 2 years ago. Okay, so like for example, this year, that means 2020, they already set the paper already. Okay, so what about the future, Ziying?
2023.
Yeah, 23 and above and beyond. So it can be 2030, which is the Singapore Green Sustainability, that kind of things. All right. Let's talk about audience.
Audience is government Singaporean, foreigners, senior citizens, students, teachers, soldiers, world leaders, terrorists, workers, security force, NGO, PMET, SME, MNC, maids, retirees, skill future, trainees, and opposition parties. 20 different types of people.
Okay, can you name one? All of you take part. Which one based on your experience here, the audience? Everyone must take part, okay? Zhao Xuan, you can talk. The mic working, only the camera not working, right? Zhao Xuan, correct? No? Hello, Zhao Xuan.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will ask question now. So to me, the most important audience out of so many 20 here that I listed, I think, okay, not I think, I strongly believe is individual. Okay, individual. So I did not put here individuals, it should be individual. What about you, Pei Kun? Which type of audience do you think is very important?
Singaporean.
Thank you. How about you, Yang Xiang?
Sorry, what?
How about you? Which audience do you think is the most important?
Singaporean.
Also Singaporean. Okay. Zhao Xuan,
Terrorist.
terrorist. Okay, fair enough.
Just kidding.
Huh?
Nothing.
You choose terrorist, Okay. Chelsea,
Singaporeans.
Ziying.
Singaporeans.
Wow, everyone choose Singaporeans. Okay, so I choose individuals. Why? Let me explain. Individuals, sometimes, children, when you see the SRQ, it may not be necessary a Singapore context of Ziying. Okay, Yang Xiang and Pei Kun. Sometimes it can be individual, like it can be in South Africa, it can be US, it can be Europe. Okay, Jialing, are you looking at the taxi? Okay, taxi, 我们现在在讲 audience okay. Is this recording? Recording, right? Okay. So, Jialing, which audience do you think is very important to you? Most of them say Singaporean, only one of them say terrorists is important. And for me, I would say individuals as an audience. What about you, Jialing? Stop combing your hair purposely, right? I know I got no hair. Purposely comb your hair, I know you just bathe 不用这样一直弄你头发我看得很恶心因为我没有头发弄可以吗？故意的，子英每次这样每次这样修他的头发给我看。跟你讲以后我去那边我要剪掉他头发。Okay, Jialing, which audience? You better dry your hair if not 连你着凉跟你讲你感冒跟你讲然后你像那些女孩子呢，把那个 towel cover 住你的头这样很好看。Okay, Jialing, which group audience?
The government.
Well done. Actually, the next one is actually the governments. Okay, Ziying. It's not just Singaporeans. If you choose Singaporeans, that means those of you who choose Singaporeans, that means you have been only tested in the Singaporean context. No. Later we'll see how the SRQ. Okay, let's go on. X what? Ziying? Hurry up.
Explain the extracts DEEERL.
Remember? Okay, Ziying, test you. What is D? Pei Kun, what is D?
Explain.
D lah.
D. Describe.
Thank you. How about the first E? Tei Kun?
Explain.
Yes, thank you. Second E?
Evidence.
I would say
Example.
To elaborate.
yeah, example, it will be evidence. I agree, both of you. How about the third E?
Elaborate.
No,
Expression.
correct. How you feel, correct. How about R, Raymond?
Results.
Where the result, very good. How about L?
Link.
Link back to the question. Okay, Ziying, got it now? So use this method. Ziying, 这个比较啰嗦一点啊。Okay, your school might ask you to do PEE or PEL, right? Correct. But 这个比较 more 啰嗦点, more detailed because actually preparing you for next higher level. So when you go for A level, from poly, it definitely 100% help you. Okay, and you won't go wrong. Okay, much better. Of course, you need to write a bit longer lah. Okay, see. Okay, issue that you know are issue 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we know step 1. What must you do? Step 2, step 3. Okay, that you must know 3 paragraph. You must write 3 paragraph. 7 marks is only 2 paragraph, but 8 marks questions you must need the 1 factors, 2 factors, and finally to weigh the last factor, which is more serious and more important. Don't worry, I will go through like this one here. Okay, we can reuse this. Okay, do you have your textbook with you guys? Guys, do you have your textbook now? If you have the textbook, thank you, Xiaoxing. You can put beside you and then to page 132. All right. Okay, Yang Xiang, will you be kind enough to read paragraph 1 and 2? All right. This is how I do it. All right, let's go.
Describe plus explain how the role of religion shapes individual identity with evidence. Express the feeling as a result. Religion is important in shaping one's identity. The time is like a model day, then audience, for example, Singaporeans or government. Then
It should be modern day. Why put model? It should be modern day. You see, uncle so respect me. I've been doing it for 2 years. Nobody changed for me until now. I say, hey, model. It should be modern day. Sorry, now. 真是糊涂了，老了。
Modern day. Audience is Singaporeans and government. Explain a religion. An issue is about how religion can shape an individual's identity.
Next one.
Paragraph 2 is describe or explain how socio-economic status also shapes individual identity with evidence. Express the feeling. As a result, socio-economic status is also important in shaping one's identity. The time is a modern day. Modern day.
Modern day.
Modern day. Audience is Singaporeans and government. Explain socio-economic, and issue is about how socio-economic can shape an identity, individual's identity.
You know, Yang Xiang, I don't know about you. Sometimes when I think of like I want to type the word apple, it becomes the word orange come up. No, and sometimes when I know the word is apple, I read orange. I don't know, maybe 我老了，可能有这种 problem, or is it too much attacked by the COVID-19? Seriously, recently like that, no? When I read a word, I know this word is apple, but I go and think of another word called orange or banana or pineapple. Okay, paragraph 3. Must you finish it, Yang Xiang?
Paragraph 3, state which of the two is more important in shaping individual identity. Evaluate, decide which factor is paramount, important, essential, and critical.
I want to ask all of you here, this is a very serious point. Ziying, can I use the word past tense? Did your teacher ever tell you if you got no time, no need to write paragraph 3? Huh? Really? Serious? No joke.
No, but it's very important, paragraph 3. You will lose like 2 marks or something.
Yeah, wait. Okay, wait. Thanks, Yang Xiang. Thanks. Wait. No, I want to ask Ziying, did your teacher really tell you or the whole class?
Whole class.
Wow, tell him to go and fly kite. Seriously, try and fly kite and eat banana or things like this is recorded. I don't give a damn. I hate it. You're not the only student to tell me. I got a lot of students. Yang Xiang, you're right. In fact, some students say, Uncle Raymond, 1 mark, 2 mark, my teacher say, never mind, if you can cover 1 and 2 paragraph. Then, Ziying, 你以后听那个老师讲，你做医生，你做医生反正你都要死了 2% chance 不用医了，等死就好。反正我 stitch 到一半不够 stitches 这样你就给他流血一点不用紧了，反正都不会死的。I'm being sarcastic to your teacher, not you, Ziying. Okay, your job as a student, don't give me bloody excuses that you cannot complete. Not fair. If you can't even do a simple things like that for 2 marks then 你怎么做大事，对不对？ then 你怎么照顾父母亲，对不对？ then 你怎么照顾你以后你未来的奶奶爷爷还是你的孩子 then it's very stupid. If this teacher will tell you that, I tell you, you can honestly switch off from there. Seriously, I don't think for my school, my previous school, we will make sure even the NA student will even say, hey, Mr. Xiong, NA student no need to do number 8 marks one, only weigh the 2 of them. I ask them to fly kite. I say, because when you go to set 5, you have to write this. True enough, after set 5, some of them thanks us, not me, my department. Wow, thank you for helping us to learn how to write paragraph 3. Okay, this is very important. Always remember weighing between your parents' love or your grandparents' love. Last paragraph, which love is more important? Which is like the argumentative essay. Religion is more important. Thank you, Yang Xiang. Religion is more important than socio-economic status in shaping one's identity because religion is the fundamental and the roots that bonds one race and identifies one's true identity, especially in a multiracial country like Singapore. Recently, Yang Xiang, you watched Juvenile, the K drama, right? I recently watched. I watched. You finished already, yeah?
Yeah.
I watched the Suspicious Partner. Okay, it's also a lawyer movie. I like law so much. Then there's this guy who was fighting a court case. You know the last part, he want to testify whether he's a murderer or not with all the evidence. That first he describe the case, then you explain the case, then you give evidence, then you give the expression how they feel, and finally has a result whether you agree or not agree, and then you link back to the case guilty or not guilty, right? So same thing. The linking part of the questions, which is this paragraph here, is very important, right? I look at this one here. Okay, Pei Kun, can you read to the class, please? We are using DIA for 8 marks, okay? Pei Kun, ready? Go.
The role of religion is more important in shaping one's identity. This is especially true in Singapore as a multiracial society.
Then you must say describe, okay? Then move on next one.
Religion is an organized collection of attitudes, beliefs, practices, worldviews, and often worship of a single or multiple gods. Most religions embody a set of shared core beliefs and practices. Explain.
So I describe what is the role and it is in Singapore. I further explain in a bigger, wider context. Now evidence, which is example. Let's go.
Some of the religions in Singapore include Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam. For example, Muslims do not eat pork due to the teaching of their religion, Islam.
Do you know why they don't eat pork? Anyone can tell me? Why they don't eat pig? Anyone? 赵璇，为什么他们不吃猪肉呢？回教徒为什么不吃猪肉？你是文科的对吗 ？Pure literature， 赵璇，为什么？
Just to correct, I'm not pure. I'm elective lah.
I don't care. You are pure.
And then I think it's because they take a pig as their how to say like the legendary animal.
因为在他们的回教，他们说猪有 processed from the evil, the Satan. So to them,
Exactly.
Pig, yes, to them pig is satanic evil, so cannot eat, and it's very dirty in terms of health. So that is how they believe. But you see, 在Hinduism子英, do you know they don't eat cow, beef? You know that? You know that, 子英? You better know, all of you, because you are staying in Singapore. You don't one day go and invite your Indian friend who is Hindu. Come, let's eat beef noodles. Then you invite your Malay, come, 我们来吃八卦, 美珍香. I tell you, that's it, man. Good luck to you. And do you know some Chinese also Muslim? They also don't eat that. Okay, so Hindu, to them, cow is sacred. So in one religion, pig is devil and evil. To another religion, the cow is sacred. Wow, very cute, And then to the Egyptian, the last time they used cat as a symbolic. That's why you see the pyramid with that kind of a cat face. Let's move on. Next one. Who's done? Pei Kun?
Hence, the government gives the Singaporeans the freedom to practice their beliefs in their own ways. This encouraged and they feel safe and secure to contribute in their own ways to Singapore.
I asked one of my Indian Muslim student who came from India. I say, why you choose Singapore? Why you want to choose Singapore? He said, because Singapore allowed me to practice my religions openly. Wow. The father is an IT guy, no? So most of the Indians from India usually are from IT, right? So I welcome them seriously. Without them, I think Singapore IT is going to be, oh, cannot. I'm not good in programming, so yeah. Okay, let's carry on, Pei Kun.
The result of these beliefs that shape the way we interact, involve, and intertwine with others. The choices we make and our thinking to make us stronger and better for Singapore.
You see this, thank you so much, my dear. So you see the 3I here. Okay, as a result, I'm able to interact with people with the evidence shows that we allow equalities of practice the religions. We involve, for example, you know, next month is a fasting month for the Muslim. And please, usually the best is when you're eating in the canteen, please don't eat in front of your Muslim friend. If you do accidentally say, hey, sorry, bro, is it okay I eat now with you because we are discussing some project? The best if you can tahan, you can hold on to your hunger. Please don't eat in front of them. Don't even drink in front of them. Okay, seriously, it's a respect, please. That's why you're able to intertwine. You can work together in the group. All right. Last but not least, Pei Kun.
Therefore, religions play an important role in shaping our identity as they influence our way of life and choices we make.
So I thank you. So I explained to you why I find religions is more important. Now, back to the role of social economical status. Back to you, Qiaoxin.
The role of socio-economic status is also important in shaping one's identity. As an individual, it will help one to be successful in achieving his or her goals in life. One person's economic status shows his success and
accolades 就是他的 can I use the word rewards and awards 他的荣耀 you know what's 荣耀 right 他好像你懂将军 no army got a lot of badges right on their show on their uniform that's called the accolades
Glory,
so,
right? Glory
and merit 对 yes okay carry on.
accolades through various means of accomplishment via the system of meritocracy.
Stop. Suddenly I realized, Chelsea, when you say accolades, the first thing come to my mind is like, can we do Yang Xiang? Can we play again? Yang Xiang, 你 drive 什么车啊? Imagine now both of us are businessmen.
我 drive Lamborghini.
Lamborghini 一架而已哎呦，我家里还有 BM 跟 Merc 还有 Rolls Royce 啦。哎，你的手表是什么？你最近有没有去 Omega Swatch 排队啊？
买 Rolex。
Rolex 哎，我跟你讲我买 Rolex 的时候他们来找我的嘞，没有 80,000 and above 我不去 entertain 他们的。OK， 我家里有大概有10几个 Rolex 我带到我闲了。哎，你住哪里啊？
住
Which part of Singapore?
Central area, CBD landed property.
I stay in Sentosa. No, mine is about $10 million. And usually I travel by yacht then by my Lamborghini. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for the kind of pay her. Sorry, this is another way of accolades. Okay, Yang Xiang. This is another way of. Is there anything wrong, Pei Kun? That both of us are showing off. Anything wrong, Chelsea? Jia Ling, anything wrong? No, seriously, anything wrong? There is something wrong. This is called social economic status. Can you imagine? Two of us are showing off in front of a classmate. When some of a classmate so joke, hey, Atana, what are you doing now? Grab car, Grab food. Grab food. Oh, yo, I see. Hey, Amin, what are you doing now? Construction worker. Oh, hey, Yang Xiang, 想当年他们成绩都很好嘞。我们读书 like shit like that 嘞。每次给老师鼓励现在我们住你住 Central Property， 我住 Sentosa 嘞。阿明跟阿星读书很厉害，为什么现在做 Grab 跟做 Construction？ Honestly, I'm already inside here. I'm teaching now. I'm using the real life example. Ziying, how will you feel? Imagine you are the classmate. You also are having this class gathering of saying, okay, but it's not involved in you. But these two idiots, sorry, that's me and Yang Xiang, sorry, who do that. Sorry, Yang Xiang, 开玩笑, these two clowns, don't say idiot, these two clowns do that. How would you feel?
Irritated.
Precisely. But you also feel a sense of very envy, right? And jealous, right? Because they really show off, they really have these kind of things. So tell me, now you understand, later you go and think whether is it religion more serious or social economical more serious. If social economy is so serious, can you imagine religion even more serious? They can even sacrifice their life just to make sure their religions are top paramount important than the rest of religions. 明白吗? Okay, carry on. Who's the one who's reading? Chelsea, carry on. It also
shows the types of lifestyle this person possesses due to his wealthy as well as education background.
Yeah, carry on.
There are 3 types of social economic status, and most Singaporeans are inside the middle class.
Now you get it now? You see, Chelsea, when Yang Xiang and me are discussing this kind of situation, Zhao Xuan, what kind of class are we in? Zhao Xuan. Lei Kun, what kind of class are we in? Jialing, what kind of class are we in between Yang Xiang and myself? Jialing.
Higher class.
Sorry?
Higher class.
Higher class. Okay, Jialing also agree higher class. Chelsea, ne?
I lost track of the question.
Oh, what kind of class are we in now? Is it lower class, middle class, or upper class?
Middle.
No, we are super rich class. Hey, I stand in Sentosa, no. You know how much the bungalow cost? I have a yacht instead of car. My car and his car is Lamborghini. You think toy car? You think Toys R Us 买那个 Lamborghini? It's a real Lamborghini, no. And I got so many Rolex watch. He also got so many Rolex watch. You know, one Rolex watch cost about, you know, recently the clown go and queue up for Omega's watch, right? If you watch TikTok, you know, right? Why? Because Omega is that ostentatious goods. So we are upper rich class there. The top 10 so-called in Singapore, that is like we are the multi-millionaire. We don't associate ourselves as high class. We are upper rich class really. Okay, so there's a difference. That's called the social economic status. Back to you, Chelsea.
The standard of living and the affluence of the upper middle class, as well as the mass of middle class, shows the stability, the society in Singapore, and affordability of Singaporean purchasing power. Thus, once will feel as a Singaporean, the person will be able to thrive to do their best as the person find that there is a security net and job opportunity in Singapore.
So expression, the feeling. So they feel good. So imagine if you were to go to a country that is full of rich people, especially to a certain, in United States, how will you feel? You feel left out. So here mostly are so upper middle class. Okay, like yourself, myself, or some of you maybe are really very rich class. Then again, here you know that it's the same. Take note now. The richer you are, the more you get taxed. And all these taxes doesn't go into the government pocket for no reason, and it distributes equally to the lower income people. Don't you believe? Chelsea has a result.
As a result, this will greatly encourage the person's social economic status to rise and may lead him or her to live a different type of lifestyle, which can influence and impact his character greatly.
If you guys are taking history, you should know why the Great Depressions, the Treaty of Versailles, and the reparations by Germany from Hitler, he decided to take his what we call to take things the matter in his own hand and decide to throw away the old Weimar governments and move on to the Nazis regime and transform the whole entire Germany. The same thing has Stalin and Lenin for Russia. The same thing has in China. The same thing in Japan from democracy to militarism, and for Italy from the normal democracy to fascism for Mussolini. And all these are something that people are talking about the classes, social economic status, whether it's important or not. So carry on. Therefore,
socioeconomic play an important role in shaping our identity as they influence our way of life, both in socioeconomic status and the choices we make.
all right, thank you. So now, last 3 paragraphs. Zhao Xuan, are you ready to complete it? Zhao Xuan. Jialing, can you continue for me, Jialing? Zhao Xuan, I'm not sure what happened to you.
Therefore, the role of religion is more important than socio-economic status in shaping one's identity. This is because the role of religion embodies spiritual teaching, which more heavily affects a person's character and behavior in society, hence his identity. Apparently, socio-economic status does not affect that much or may not have a stronger influence as most of us live under the same status in Singapore. Therefore, the role of religion is more important than socio-economic status in shaping one's identity.
So you say individual, you see? So that's why I say I find it's individual is the one that makes the difference. The government can tax you, can do anything, but if the individuals find that this country is full a lot of poor people, or this country is full of rich people, he or she has to manage his own social economic status. Okay, guys, how will you feel? Okay, serious. Zhao Xuan, please listen. And all of you, Yang Xiang, all of you listen. Can you imagine in your class? Sorry, can I just paint a very, very, very lousy picture to all of you? Okay, Qiao Xing and all of you. Can you imagine now the mid-year exam? You are the last in class. And worse still, the last in the whole entire cohort. Then your principal call you, Bei Kun, come to my office now. Okay, example, we call all of you to the office. How will you feel? Bei Kun?
Like embarrassed.
Okay. I want to hear from the true fact, because I'm using this as an example. Don't mind. How will you feel? Besides embarrassed.
Like also like a bit scared.
A bit scared. Okay, thank you. Jialing, how will you feel?
Sorry, just now I was in the toilet.
Okay, never mind. Okay, Zhao Xuan, how will you feel? When you are just paint a lousy picture, Zhao Xuan, don't mind. You are last in class and somehow you are the last in the whole entire cohort. Then your principal 叫你赵轩来我办公室，我要跟你讲话。How will you feel, 赵轩？
我的心凉了，呆了，
呆了，
confirm 呆了。
哦 ，OK， 好，谢谢。嘉玲。
Scared, like yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yang Xiang. Yang Xiang, how will you feel?
Embarrassed.
Okay. Qiao Xing.
Yeah, also I'm embarrassed and feel like something's wrong happened. I'm like, I'll get slaughtered.
Okay, thank you. Ziying?
Bury myself in a hole and never go back home.
I'm very disappointed with all your answer, to be honest. I'm very, very disappointed.
No, so it's like how to say, how to describe? I can actually describe the feeling lah. So it's like obviously when you get caught, 你会冷汗直冒，然后心中冰凉， and then you also will get a bit depressed.
Okay, why is I disappointed? If you were ask me a question, first, Uncle Raymond, this will never happen to me. 你是说打个比方，打个假设，你是说我最后一名，最后一个烂，这是不可能的 ，Uncle Raymond， 绝对不可能的，因为我不允许这种事情发生在我身上。Okay, let me make this clear to you, Uncle Raymond. First of all, no assumption. Assumption stands for how to spell how to spell assume. Type it up now. How to spell assume to the class now, please. Ah. Okay, don't assume. Assume become a S, you and me, right? So in the first place, Uncle Raymond, you will never happen to me because I know as far as concerned, if I'm the last, there are a few factors. One, maybe I got family reason. Two, maybe I'm in the cancer. Three, the teachers are sucks, not teaching the right things. Every night absent and want to hand in homework. Okay, look at my past year records. Is that I'm really that sucks? Besides bringing me in to scold me, do you, principal, find the reason why I was last in class, then to scold me? And instead of scolding me, did you manage to find ways to help me to pass? No. Do you get the teacher to help me? No. You just ostracize me because I'm last to丢那个学校的脸. Agree or not? Hey guys, if you were to answer like that in your oral, good luck to you. Seriously, no wonder they say 老外讲话很厉害. Don't mind, same thing here. Why I'm saying use this example? You see, I paint the picture of social economic, wow, 很 serious. But do you know religion is the one who can bring, you know why? 因为我今天很发达，就是我感恩我的神，我感恩我的神，因为我帮了很多人，所以卡玛轮回给我。Unless 那个人是 atheist 子英 atheist 就是不相信神了他不管你讲什么神话，我的神就是我的钱，钱就是我的神。Okay, but then again, you understand, children, from now on, now you'll know the conclusion. If anyone to tell you, always tell you, this will never happen to me. If you're going to say embarrassed, that means, 赵轩，你刚才用了这么多成语来形容你你学了所谓 elective literature 你应该用这个，天下无难事，只怕
有心人。
对咯，只要只要有恒心铁棒，
只要功夫深，铁杵磨成针。
对咯，哎，你学到哪里去？对吗，宝贝？如果你有一天真的进去你校长的 office, you must have all reason. I always, when my student come to me, yeah, Mr. Sean, F me out, scold me. You can say I CCB, whatever things. I will never do that to my student. Well, nobody want to fail. Tell me, how can I help you to get out of the quicksand? So remember, children, don't ever think like, oh, I'm last in class, I'm embarrassing. Don't even go to that phrase yet. Don't even think and smell that phrase called embarrassment. Think about all the past in your ancestor will bring you here. The same thing, this homework that we are doing. Because look at it, religions is the ones who went through a lot of hardship. I'm not sharing like Christian. Is it Christian? Jesus went through 40 days. Do you know how Jesus died? No? He was being beat to death. No, but beat to death. What am I talking about? Oh my goodness, sorry, Jesus. He was being hit with all the bones on the whip and scars 20 scars on the body. And later you take the thorns on the head and then go through a long nails into the palm and then die later after 3 hours of excruciating pain. Buddha,释迦牟尼went through also a lot of hardship, then become Chen Fo. Muhammad went through the way of path of Islamic. So these are the people who never give up and never say no. Okay, I saw your message already, Zhao Xuan. You see, they never say, wow, why me? Hey, how come God you put me into this kind of shit I have to go through? But they know that by going through this process, they will get out of the quicksand. Like this morning, to be honest, one of my God's daughter came to my class tuition. Uncle Raymond, 我的 SS 是最烂的 3/25. You know what I tell her? Continue to fail. Continue to go to rock bottom. She was so shocked, no? Together with my 3 other students, they will all look at me and say, yeah, continue to fail. 我3分欸，你要我拿鸡蛋啊？ Yeah, fail. She was shocked, no? You know why, Ziyi? Because you are not having hit to the rock bottom. So when you hit the rock bottom, then you start to hungry. Just like Zhao Xuan, thank you, you share with me that you are okay. That ones, I mean, some principals are really too much. Okay, they will not listen to your story about you breaking your air purifier or you are last in the class. But as an educator, our job is to make sure that the students or the trainees improve, not to deprove, not to lose hope. So I told my goddaughter, say, you drop already, okay, but never mind. You need to hit the rock bottom, then you understand how it feel. Once you feel that kind of dirt sheet, that kind of miserable items, then you slowly to surface up. It takes time, children. Hopefully that these 6 months, you guys have to mold yourself to be more stronger. If not, the journey to go for poly or JC or university is going to be 10 times tougher. Remember, I love exam so much. I never think exam has a embarrassment or stress, because I know if my exam go through, I pass, right? Remember, see, right? During my training in the police force a few weeks ago, I had to go through a test. And I tell myself, I need to pass the test by good or by good. If I fail the test, I'm not going to become a police officer. So with this kind of mentality, you will never smell the negative at all, okay? So, okay, let's finish out this one already. Now I go back to this. Okay, here. So let's read about Chelsea, your cybersecurity now.
Cybersecurity is the application of technologies, processes, and controls to protect systems, networks, programs, devices, and data from cyber attacks. With the advent of technology, an increasing amount of our information is being stored online. Thus, it is important to safeguard this information. Having cybersecurity is similar to keeping important documents or information locked up in a safe. Cybersecurity aims to reduce the risk of cyber attacks and protect against the unauthorized exploitation of systems, network, and technologies. And examples of the importance of cybersecurity is the elections in America, where they moved away from paper voting and moved to electronic voting. The voting system would have to have good cybersecurity to prevent someone from changing the results of the election, thus affecting the democratic system of America.
Whether it's electronic voting or paper voting, people still can tamper, and people can fraud it, can hack it, can scam it, can change the result, whether is it paper or electronic. Cybersecurity, or whether security has per se, is definitely there to not only safeguard. I will show you my answer, okay? Now, first of all, this is the picture here. I told you before, right? I have said it before, 4 corners, right? So did I say that before? The 4 corners, right? And the 4 corners will tell you the importance of what it means. Now, for this one itself, to answer your question later on about why security is important, internal or external, or cyber security or paper security, the 4 corners. And then the central attraction here. As I told you before, right? Zhao Xuan, Bei Kun, Jia Ling, Yang Xiang, and Qiao Xing, and Zi Ying. Xing Chen no need. Xing Chen went through all the subject with me, so he's with me for 1 year plus. So I'm telling you, these 4 corners also help you in your visual graphic text in your English paper too. Those of you who are express students, you know what I mean. So these 4 corners is in English we do not cut corners. 我们没有偷工减料，而这4个 corner 就是带有一点含义，有一点意识，就是他把它的含义跟 meanings 放在那4个地方，一定会有东西出来的。Trust me, okay? If you don't believe, go and look at all your magazine, your newspaper, be it your English or Chinese newspaper, or even go to your school and look at the poster that pastes around your school. Always the 4 corners tells you a story. Please, Tolong, beg you. Seriously, don't take this for granted. The corners are important. Ziying, can I use past tense? Did your teacher tell you this before? The corners are important. Yes or no? I can't see your face. Ziying, yes or no? Hello? Hello? Yes or no? I can't. Can you answer me? No. Okay. Yang Xiang, yes or no? Did your teacher tell you the corners are important?
No.
Okay. Qiao Xing?
Not specifically, but she said need to use everything you can see.
Thank you. Good teacher. Bei Kun?
Not so.
Okay, thank you. Jia Ling?
No.
Thank you. Zhao Xuan? 有吗
Oh.
No. 我跟你讲你不相信你们看那些侦探the detective movie or those crime investigation scene, you realize they always like to go to the corner there, right? the corner to look for evidence, 对吗？有时候他那个刀啊，那个什么 weapon, they will keep to one corner, right? You realize that, huh? They always look at the corner at the side of all the cover parts where maybe the murderers or the suspect cover up their things. So you realize the four corners. Please take note. Now, what is this four corners here that tells you a story? What story? It tell you about crime shift online. Why is shift to online? Because they'll tell you, okay, so the pictures may not be very clear. I make it bigger now, it's 180%. So it tells you that cheating involved e-commerce increased by 200. Well, that's a lot. Huh? From 2013 to 2016, from 500 over cases to 1,659 cases. So when I cut this corner here, we are talking about cheating. When I cut off this corner, it shows 225. Then furthermore, it shows all the scams and multiple payments, online scams like Lazada, Shopee. Then they show you about internet love scam. Okay, from this 2013, it increased to more. And then this one also scam, cyber extortion scam. Your passport expired already. You own the government's, or because you overstay in Singapore, therefore you have to pay this. You see, when I cut the corner here, it shows all these informations are related to crime scenes appears in e-commerce or online cheating. So this is extract one. So by looking at this, your first impression, what will you do? I teach you another new word. It might sound a bit, okay. Ready? Have you seen this word before? No, right? This word honestly can be used in visual graphic text, which I use this for my English lesson. Okay, one is P. Ready? Jialing, can you help to type in the chat group to P stand for purpose? Please type in the chat group. Jialing, help me. Thank you, sir. What about the R? Yeah, you're right. Roti prata. You're right, Zui. It's really from the word roti prata. Really, seriously. Please don't share, because this one will help you in your English visual graphic text. Okay. Okay. What is the purpose of? You see, children, listen now. Please pay attention to my heart. Okay, my mouse is not moving. Sorry. So, what is the purpose of showing this one? Okay. What do you think the R will be? Anyone guess? Chelsea, what do you think the R will be?
Reason.
Okay, relevance, no. Is it reliable or not? Are you sure no? Got this time, man? Are you sure no? This kind of scam, ladies and gentlemen, whatever the school show you in the SVQ or SRQ or even your visual graphic text is definitely 100% reliable. Okay, no? Then why is it, okay, since it's reliable, therefore you know that this is really happening. True not, Yang Xiang? Correct not? Because this picture is reliable. 对吗, Jialing? 对吗, Pei Kun? So since this is reliable, therefore I will take it very seriously to look at the four corners and what is the purpose of that. And the A, are you ready? Yang Xiang, do you write down R stand for reliable? Thank you. And then the A will be three types of audience. Get it now? A stand for three different types of audience.
R is reliable. I write down.
Yeah, don't mind. R is reliable. The first A, the first prata A is three different types of audience. Ready? The first one who gets scammed. True now? First group of audience, first target group of audience is people who get scammed. Better show them, better learn. Second group is, I was about to get scammed. I look at this picture. Wow, lucky man. Get it now? Second group. The third group is, I'm not the person who gets scammed. I will not get scammed, but I know Pei Kun will get scammed. I better show this to Pei Kun. Okay, children, Chelsea, just imagine this is a picture. I always like to do this. Children, just imagine if I have the picture I show you in my SVQ, I use these pictures, very powerful. Imagine, if I show this picture, a lady who smoke, 抽烟, and show his hair very messy, then the lips crack, and then the face a lot of wrinkles. Then you put that smoking kills, all right? Smoking kills. So who is the first group of audience? Can you put the A stand for audience? Three different types of audience. So Ziying, the first group of audience will be people for smoker, right? Agree? People who smoke, look at the picture, wow, better don't smoke, man. The second group of audience is like Uncle Raymond want to smoke, Ziying. I look at the picture already. Wow, if I'm going to smoke, I'll be like that girl like that. So I better don't smoke. Get it now? That's the second group. All right. The third group is I'm not a smoker. I don't want to smoke. I know Zi Ying want to smoke. I better show this picture to Zi Ying to tell him not to tell her not to smoke. Get it now? 3 different audience. Okay. The T stand for what? Ready? Xiao Xing. What is the tagline for Nike?
Just do it.
Thank you. What is the tagline for it? Subway.
Eat fresh.
What is the tagline of McDonald's? I got people do that. Pa, 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 pa.
I'm loving it.
Yes, correct. So Xiao Xing, what is your tagline in your life now? Get it? Your motto. 明白吗? So T stand for the tagline. So Xiao Xing, tell me what is the tagline here?
Crimes shift online.
Thank you. Fair enough. Get it now? So it's a cyber attack. So what is the last A? Are you ready? Hey, Yang Xiang, are you typing or Jialing? I told you to type in the chat group, right? P
Wait, I
stand
thought
for
you asked me to type R for reliability only.
Oh, no. P for purpose, R for reliability, A for audience, T for tagline.
Oh, you want me to type everything? I only heard.
No, to share with everybody, Hama. Thank you. All right.
Oh.
So the last A, are you ready? The last A is 8W and 1H. Ziying, you know which 8W and 1H? Okay. First one is who, right now. Where, what, which, whose, whom, why, and when, and how. Get it now? When is it happening? How was the figure? Who is involved in this cheating scam? Why must we show this picture? Get it now? With all these prata, how can you feel your visual graphic text and your SPQ? God bless you, Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea, you agree now? With prata, how can you feel? You wouldn't feel. You should get prata everything, no problem. Welcome to Uncle Raymond Prata. You want 8 or kosong, no problem. Okay, Yang Xiang, 明白 huh? So we have the purpose. Can repeat the last A. The last A is 8个 W, ready? Pei Kun, can you help? First one, why? Whose? Okay, you can find out the 8W. Why, whose, why, when, what, whose, whom, when, which, and H stand for how lah. 明白吗, Pei Kun? I know your school taught you past tense, taught you only 5W, 5 or 4W and 5W, 1H, right? Correct. In actual fact, it's wrong. Please throw away that 5W and 1H. It's 8W and 1H. 我是魏小宝赵璇，我有8个老婆。
What?
我是魏小宝，你不懂咩？ Wait, I missed out once. Okay, so of course it's how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Okay. 对吗，贝坤? It's also found in my books. My guidebook to better English also got the 8W and 1H. Okay, without further ado, now are you clear, Zi? Are you clear now? So this will not only help you in your visual graphic text. Ziying, are you doing history or geography?
Literature.
Literature also use 8W and 1H. Agree? Agree? Who was the person who talked to? When was it happening? Why do you think the author say that, right? How can you use this sentence? How does this phrase mean? Correct or not? Is it true? There you are. Not just his SS. So you see, this 8W and 1H, please always, Yang Xiang, you know, got one time, Yang Xiang, look here. Well, one time I went to a class, very cute. I think, I can't remember, was it primary school class? I say, children, let me introduce my 9 invisible friends to you. Can you imagine a Peikun? Uncle, are they beside you? Yeah, the 9 friends are beside me now. Do you want to see them? Uncle, don't like that, I'm very scared. You really bring the 9 friends here? Yes. Shall I introduce one by one to you now? Uncle, please, very scary. Then I write down why, how, what, when. You know, one of my students go and die. 吓死我。各位来宾，各位观众，那9个朋友是不是 invisible to you？ 被困。明天你去 canteen， 你跟你朋友讲，哎 ，bro，what you want to eat 啊？你用一个朋友了。Where are we going after makan？ 对吗？2个朋友。Count Dracula。They say， 哎，how after makan already, where shall we go？ 做的。Is it using your 9 friends? These 9 friends has been. Please do not use the 5W and 1H. Take away the 5W and 1H. Okay, don't use it. Don't use this 5W and 1. Use the 8W and 1H from now on. Tolong, please. Okay, so make sense now, Pei Kun? Make sense? Jialing, can I don't see your hand? Jialing, go and disturb your sister, okay? And tell her, 哥哥有9个 invisible 朋友。But if she knows, Jialing say, 切，我也是有9个朋友了。Then Jialing, sorry, you cannot disturb your sister. All right, let's do extract 2 and 3. Jialing, can you read to the? No, I want. Okay, never mind, Jialing.
On 1st April 2015, the Cyber Security Agency was formed to provide dedicated and centralized overview of Singapore's national cyber security functions.
Thank you, Ziying. Using taxi, ready? T when?
Present.
Thank you. 3.
Cyber security.
Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. From now on, when I ask you to list out audience, please don't give me 1 or 2, at least 3. Okay? Die must have 3. Because it will definitely help you in your SRQ. 3.
Cyber security agency. Singaporean. Government.
Yes, and one more. Hacker. 可以吗? Well done. So that we have the T and the A. Explain to me. Don't look at the abstract. Don't mind. Don't look at the abstract. Explain to me. By looking at this, Ziying, don't mind. Explain to me this sentence, what it means to you. Explain to me.
CSA is formed to.
I can't hear you. Sorry, Steve. Seriously, you are breaking away.
The CSA is formed to protect the Singapore's cyber security.
Hello, brother. I can read there, Ali. Can you use your own word now? Please. You're doing comprehension, Ziying. Can you change to your own words? I can read from there. Was formed, I also can read. Please, come on.
CSA is made to protect cybersecurity.
Okay. Qiao Xing, rephrase. How you explain this?
The CSA was created to put the public's mind at ease due to the newer technologies introduced. It is used to have better allow the people to feel more at ease knowing that their information are protected, and that external threats, for example, other people trying to steal your information, are being deterred.
Thank you. This is called in your own words, my dear Ziying. Okay, all right. 记住don't say I can read from there. Just rephrase it. 不用怕。记住Ziying, when you're doing this abstract one, it's Yang Xiang Bei Kun. Hey, sorry. I thought my mom fell down. Sorry. I heard a pop sound very loud. So sorry. I thought my mommy fell down. So sorry. Okay, what I want to say? Suddenly I lost my train of thoughts. What do I want to say? Anyone can recall what I want to say? Sorry, just break away. Okay, yeah. So Ziying, you have to use your own word to describe. So before you do attempt the questions, you must, you know what's the meaning? If you all study literature, yours is English literature or Chinese literature? Chinese.
English.
You know what's the meaning of soliloquy, right? Oh, do you do Shakespeare?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Soliloquy 就是自言自语. To be or not to be? That's the question. You know who say that, right? My cousin Hamlet. So soliloquy 就是自言自语, So you have to soliloquy yourself, means talking to yourself. This one is actually happened. CSA was formed on the first April Fool Day. April Fool. Okay, so this April Fool Day, 1st of April is April Fool. So it's really April Fool, right? No lah, I think purposely one. You want to put 1st of April. You see, 当你做东西不要 too stress, make it a bit fun, okay? 1st of April, really April Fool Day. Thank you, Jialing. Jialing. Extract 3.
For greater privacy on the internet, turn on your browser's privacy tools to prevent your browser from storing information about your browsing session and websites from collecting information about the sites you have visited.
Zhao Xuan, when is the T, taxi? When is the timeline? Zhao Xuan.
First April 2015.
Extract 3 now I change to extract 3 bro.
Sorry,
要吓我哦，哎呦，我在讲 extract 3 了 my dear.
It's like now.
Okay, very good. It's true. It is now. Okay, then. Come on. Very close. So, yeah, audience there, my dear. Hello. Audience. Zhao Xuan.
Individual.
3 group. I need 3 group, my dear. So, individual, 2 more. Ziying, I send this word to you already. Copy down. Okay, it's very useful because if you are doing a prose or literatures that where this person are talking to yourself, there is the reason for soliloquy means guys, all of you copy down this word. Soliloquy is like in deep thoughts. So when you are seeing this kind of person doing soliloquy, talking to himself, it's not crazy. It's not mental problem. He might be in deep thoughts. I hate to use the word try. He might be in deep thoughts, looking for solutions, okay, to cure off his dilemma or crisis, looking for ways to circumvent the problems, to see how you can come about. Example is Hamlet, to be or not to be, that's the question, right? He was worried that why his father was killed and his uncle took over the kingdom, all right? So 3 groups here. One is, of course, yourself, individual, you're right, Zhao Xuan. The other 2 will be the hacker. If not, why you need to take care of your security? 对吗，赵璇？对不对？ You need a security.
Yeah,
correct now. Then why is if there's no hacker, why should, okay? You see, if there's no thief, why should I need policeman? If there's no patient, why I need doctor? If there's no student, why I need teacher? So sometimes I tell myself, the teacher, don't be so off. Don't be so show off. Once you used to be a student before. Now you're a teacher because you work hard for it and you learn through. Because you should thanks to those teachers who really help you to become what you are today as a good teacher. So you should not, how should I say, you should not cool food, you should not, how you say that word in English, should not disappoint your mentor that you have become a good teacher. Continue to bring out the good effort. So the 3rd group, Zhao Xuan, I would say the cyber security, those watchdog. Can you write down the word watchdog now? 不是看狗啊. Okay, there's such a word called watchdog. A watchdog means 不是看狗哦，不是狗看啊。You know there's such a word of 被困. No, 真的. A watchdog means it's like a person who look after, it's like a security organization. So right now this word is a watchdog. Okay. Now let's talk about extract 1. I want to go a bit faster. Extract 1 states, I rest my voice first. Yang Xiang, can you read the extract 1, please?
Extract 1 states the increasing number of online purchase scam, PayPal email scam, love scam, and cyber extortion In your opinion, how can online scams be avoided? Explain your answer using 2 ways.
Ready? Okay. Yang Xiang, can you also help? Don't mind. You're my secretary. Can you help me to type? Everyone give a point. Ready? Xiao Xing, what is your first point? How do you avoid online scam?
Public education, like get them to know the presence of these scams and what are telltale signs of these scams and how to avoid them, and also what to do in the event that you fall into this scam unknowingly.
Educate the public right now. Educate the public. Okay. Thank you. Ziying? Thank you. Very good. Okay, pass. You come back to you, Ziying. Bei Kun. Hey, imagine this question come on your O level, how? Juno. So don't tell me IDK. By hook or by crook, you die have to come up with some ideas. Don't leave blank. Yes.
What's the question?
Eh? Yeah.
Oh,
Can like remove like in the browser setting, like get rid of all the cookies and stuff.
Big Yang Xiang, can you hear what she saying?
It's a bit muffled.
Yeah, I can't hear. Sorry, Ziying, don't rap, Don't rap, talk slowly. Come on, let's go. Ziying.
Like in the browser settings, like remove all the cookies and block third-party cookies.
Or in the browser, remove all the cache memory, you mean? Okay, thank you. Okay, fair enough. Any more? No more. Remove all the cookies. Then how about the cookie monster, Yang Xiang? You bloody hell, you make my friend emotional damage. Too much you, emotional damage. Okay, back to you, Bei Kun. I know you're laughing. Now it's very popular. And everyone say emotional damage. Back to you, Bei Kun.
like raise awareness, like for example, like have some public education program to tell people like to spot the signs of online scam.
哎呀，讲到这么多，讲啦 campaign 啦，well done. Public campaigns, create public campaigns and awareness. Well done. Okay, Jialing, your turn.
Can like say don't give your personal details so easily.
Who cares? I also don't want your details. Okay, well done. Do not give your data. Can you write down? Do not give away your data to unknown or stranger people. Then Jialing, can I give my data to my mom, to my dad? No, depends. Depends. Because sometimes somebody might use your mom and dad to voice over it. You get what I mean? Voice over. Just, 这个很像我妈妈的声音嘞. Now with technology, they can really change the voice like your mom and dad. Even the handphone can be your mom and dad. You get what I mean? Right? If your mom and dad want your password, I think he will knock on your room, right? 你的 password 是什么？对不对？ Why must call me? Very funny 嘞。Why must WhatsApp me? 你的家住从什么 ？Your house is castle. From one end to the other end, you castle, you stay in castle. Then I got nothing to say, right? Jiao Xing. If you stay even a penthouse, also very near. You stay in castle, there I got story to say. Okay, thank you so much, Jialing. Zhao Xuan. Zhao Xuan, what is your answer? Before I sing Silent Night and Holy Night to you. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Silent night, holy night, where are you, Zhao Xuan? We are waiting for your answer. Before we sing, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, never mind, it's gone. All right, before I sing, 恭喜发财. Yes?
Can I say for like Another way is have increased government spending to create infrastructure that can hold the people doing the scams responsible.
哇，你很过分哎！你在讲这个 question 了，可以，你跳槽了，你跳到这边了，你很过分哎！你先睹为快啊 ！Well done, okay, that's good. 子英 now you get it So welcome to the class You see, when Zhao Xuan is not around, whatever it is I don't like those teachers say go and stand outside the class. Why you never pay attention? I don't care. Okay, to me, I don't care because somehow or other, you guys should know what to do when you're coming to class. Agree on Pei Kun, right? Right. You look at Pei Kun last year, he is always never listen to my class. He will flirt with his girlfriend on the phone. But I don't care. You mean you don't flirt with girlfriend, you flirt with boyfriend? Oh my God. Guys, be careful of him. Okay, 就啊，贝坤，不要生气啊，不要生气啊！我们已经在6个月已经 very stressed 了，有时要开玩笑啊。No joke, no fun. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, answer your question. Yes, Chelsea. Exactly, I'm preparing for this one. You will not see it like that. Hey, I spell wrongly. My campaign I spell wrongly. Okay. What you say is correct. One more time, Chelsea.
Like increase government spending into building up infrastructure to hold the scammers responsible.
Hey, what's wrong with me, man? See, I cannot type already. Suddenly I disturbed Zhao Xuan, I cannot type already. My goodness, sorry. Okay, children, this is very important point since Chelsea is talking about this. You see, when we are talking about aging populations, we spend a lot of money on aging populations. You're right, Chelsea. We will not have, right now, Yang Xiang, the allocations of the budgets and the money will not have enough to safeguard, to increase the watchdog of the cyber scam. That means, for example, Yang Xiang, if you have 3 children, right? Then you know all your 3 children are all triplet. Wow, some bao tai. Then straight away, all of them study very well. All go to Harvard. Xiao liao Yang Xiang. Very expensive, right? Then end up you cannot buy your Lamborghini. You have to sell away your Lamborghini, right? Right. But what happened? Your 3 children's triplet, and all your children are including your children, Jialing in future. No need to use a single cent. What is that thing called? No need to use a single cent to spend on you to go for further study. What is that thing called?
Scholarships.
Thank you, sir. 明白吗，子英？So since Yang Xiang, the 3 children are so smart, all scholarship, then Yang Xiang can maintain his Lamborghini already. Okay, so same thing, that is a joke, but it's a true, right, Ziying? So imagine the government, where you see this money can increase like maybe a better firewall, a better defense, correct? Instead of taking the money, go and buy a lot of walking stick, a lot of wheelchair, correct? A lot of increase the developments of the drugs, reduce dementia, 对吗？对不对？ Or build up more old folks home and daycare home for old folks 他们把这个钱放在好像建多一点学校like what 乔欣讲来，把这个 budget 对吗？用在可以 prevent hacker 对吗？乔欣对不对 ？Hackers and scammer 这样不是很完美对吗 ？Correct 了，诶，子英不见了，我子英 become an enemy already. Can I see your face? All right. So let's move on to this one. Okay. I brought this in is that the internet itself has become one of the most. Zhao Xuan, can you read to the class, please?
The internet has become one of the most popular tools used to commit fraud, and criminals are becoming more and more sophisticated with their hacking techniques, said Casey Coaster.
Just say KK.
Oh, KK. Okay. Vice President of Information Security. As a result, it's extremely important for consumers to use only trusted secure wireless networks when completing their financial transactions, and understand all personal information shared online can be used by fraudsters to commit online fraud.
Ready? Whatever just now you guys have mentioned, well done. Ready? Go, Zhao Xuan.
Keep your computers and mobile devices up to date. Having the latest security software, web browser, and operating system are the best defenses against viruses, malware, and other online threats. Turn on automatic updates so you receive the newest fixes as they become available.
Write down the word. It's called newest fixes. Fixing not just your computer, fixing the bugs. Write down. Fixing the bugs. True now, the bugs. Write down. That is the bugs. The bugs will get into your system and slowly, can I write down? Ziying, write the word SSD. Slowly, surely, and definitely, the bugs will trigger like a time bomb that attack your whole entire laptop. The poor Yang Xiang laptop like that, day like that, bye-bye, boom, correct? Attacked by virus. Yes, slowly, surely, and definitely. Good words to you, huh? 可以讲华文吗？就是慢慢的、逐渐的、不知不觉的。宋老师 become 更英俊潇洒。Like shit like that. 英俊潇洒. Okay, thanks. I'm getting ugly. I know. You all no need to laugh. No need to vomit blood. Okay, carry on. Number 2, Zhao Xuan.
Set strong passwords. A strong password is at least 8 characters in length and includes a mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters.
I tell you a joke. This is very cute. What is your password? May I know your password? No password. Yeah, I know. Password, please. No password. No, I need a password to go in. Yeah, no password. Hey, you funny? Yeah, the password is no password. That's a good one, man. I like that. No password. Nobody would think of this password, right? True now. You get it now? That's a good one. Nobody would think. Usually your password set your birthday, set or don't know what. What is the password? No password. Huh? No password. And old password get it out. Very good. Jia Ling, 明白啊? Okay, let's read on.
Watch out for phishing scams. Phishing scams use fraudulent emails and websites to track users into disclosing private account or login information. Do not click on links or open any attachments or pop-up screens from sources you are not familiar with. Forward phishing emails to the Federal Trade Commission at spam@uce.gov and to the company, bank, organization impersonated in the email.
If you happen to receive any email say that your bank account has been hacked, please submit your password, your ID to this dbs@gmail.com.co. You know there's no such account, right? Right? Yang Xiang, you agree, right? Jia Ling, Jia Ling, 对吗? So let me repeat again. No governments or bank will send your email to tell you this. They will by hook or by crook. Let me repeat. From a police point of view here, they will send you a hard copy through your letterbox. Okay? If there's any changes, they will go to the proper website with the 2FD authentications, or better still, if you don't trust, go direct to your bank there. That's the safest. Okay? Anything to do with money, for goodness sake, go to the bank and do transactions. Because there are some auntie who went to the bank and to withdraw few $1,000, the bank tellers smell a rat, thinking that's why this auntie suddenly want to draw so much money. And goodness enough, when they detect, they know that this money is going to send to overseas to a scammer. And you know, when this auntie went to the bank, CCTV caught someone behind watching her. Now get it? 明白吗，子怡？小心一点。最近你看64岁拿一支刀去砍警察，最后给警察打死。You know about this story? This guy was being tasered by police 3 times. Taser, you know, taser is like electrical shock. It's like the 10 times like you got statics with your friends. You what statics with your friend. 10 times the kind of pain. Get 3 times, the suspect still can get up and want to kill the police officer. That shows that he's on drug. Before he was shot by the police officer, he was downstairs at the void deck, taking a knife, threatening a student. So Ziying, the rest of you, be careful. Now with some crazy people around in Singapore, I don't know what happened. If you see any strangers, please 50 meters apart from them. Unless, Ziying, you are this person. Ready? Ready? I'm showing you. You know who is this person? You know who is this person? Yang Xiang, you know this person? Your sports person. Who is this person?
What the I don't know, the dabbing guy.
It's the fastest man on earth, Usain Bolt.
Bro.
Ziying, if you are faster like him, then I got nothing to say. He's my cousin, okay? I trained him to be one of the Olympic. I used to run 100 meters at below 11 seconds. Okay, now I think I run 100 meters will be 1 minute. Okay, let's go. Number 4, please. Who's turn to read? Zhao Xuan. Don't read, Ziying. I will ask people to hand in homework.
Keep personal information personal. Hackers can use social media profiles to figure out your passwords and answer those security questions in the password reset tools. Lock down your private settings and avoid posting things like birthdays, addresses, mother's maiden name, etc. Beware of requests to connect from people you do not know.
It happened to my sister, my god sis, and he asked me, hey Raymond, can I have your handphone number, please? I already start to smell red. You got my handphone number, why you suddenly ask for my handphone? So Ziying, I WhatsApp to my sister, my Beikun. I asked this, what happened? I say, you know what, my Facebook account was being hacked. Say nobody in the, okay, so nobody in the name is nobody. Okay, thanks Ziying. You learn fast, well done. Okay, number 5, please. Secure. Zhao Xuan.
Secure your internet connection. Always protect your home wireless network with a password. When connecting to public Wi-Fi networks, be cautious about what information you are sending over it.
Number 6.
Shop safely. Before shopping online, make sure the website uses secure technology. When you are at the checkout screen, verify that the web address begins with HTTPS. Also, check to see if a tiny locked padlock symbol appears on the page.
Yeah, number 7.
Read the site's privacy policies. Though long and complex, privacy policies tell you how the site protects the personal information it collects. If you don't see or understand a site's private policy, consider doing business elsewhere.
Yeah. So you see, I don't really read the terms and conditions when they have a lot of lengthies, what do you agree or not agree. I usually browse through, go to the end of the bottom of the page, just click yes, I agree, submit. Of course, I will take the risk, but I know what I'm doing. So be careful. This is the number 6, is a very important point. HTTPS is a secure website with a tiny lock. Take note, all this is okay. You really have a good literature background, Ziying, well done. Okay, now this is what I would suggest that install firewall. Do not fall into the trap of believing getting rich scheme. Don't ever believe that. No, 天下没有白吃的午餐. Okay, nothing is free in this world. If there's free, think 3 times before you embark on the journey. Okay, only maybe Beikun, you only can trust Uncle Raymond that I'll give you free things. But nothing is free that I give you. You must work hard for it, then you'll get your free things. Okay. Next, you said you have to do not trust. Okay, do not trust your security pins or password to unknown people. Ensure that all times your laptop and PC are well protected with password, fingerprint access, and strong antivirus software. Take note of this. This point here that I'm talking is like what Qiao Xing was talking about. This one, question number this one here. This question here. Okay, this question here. This one is talking about this question here. Okay, but also individual. This one also can be used for this one here. This question here. This question here. Okay. So let's move on quickly. Then we have developing cybersecurity policy, which just now Zhao Xuan has read, point number 6 and 7. Implementing security awareness training, which just now I think Jia Ling or Bei Kun or was it Yang Xiang was talking about educating the public. Installing spam filters and anti-malware software. Okay. I'm not sure you all know about this website. I'm not sure whether it's still functioning or not. They have a lot of this. Really, I just sent to all of you. Go and take a look at this website. Bei Kun, go and take a look at this website. They got a lot of antivirus and cybersecurity software inside. yangziniu.com, docounts.com. It used to be very popular where you can install free antivirus software. Okay. So next, move on to implementing security training, installing filter. Okay, deploying next generation firewall. Always get the latest. Norton antivirus and McAfee antivirus are so far the most popular. But there are other antivirus developed by the Israeli people. They are much stronger and better, to be honest. Installing endpoint detections and response. Okay, take note of the EDR here. Okay, keep your software and system fully up to date. Okay, and back up your data. No matter how children, please back up your data. So these are the points. And here, high defense cybersecurity, increased government budgets. As my, I've not finished it. So I'm still thinking. So this is some of the points. But at the end of it, I will still think that it's not just the government, it's still the individual. You realize I have so many points, and I always believe individuals have to hold the responsibility. So if you are talking about healthcare, is it governments or individuals? To be honest, it's always the individual, right? Because just like I asked you about audience, remember, right? About you all say Singaporean. It's not about Singaporeans, it's about individual. Whether you're Singaporeans, you're foreigners, you're expatriates, you're governments, you're terrorists, you all drill down to the word individual. Okay. Now, oh, I get choked. Let's look at this one here. I already have the website link. Children, I will attach these to your next lesson. Children, listen, look here. If you think the few less than 200 words got problem, look at this one. It will be attached to your website. Don't worry, to your next lesson, okay? Whether you want to read their total, how many pages? 27 pages. Take your own sweet time and read if you want to. But look at here, look at the content here. So what you learn Bei Kun, Jia Ling, okay, Zhao Xuan, is only the tips of the iceberg only, Jiao Xing. So don't complain. Look at this. They really write this as like a huge project, no, a national essay like that, no. And go to, you see, my advice is look at this one. Even you don't read every single word, for goodness sake, you can read this one, building resilient infrastructure, creating a safer cyberspace. Okay, all these big people can read, right? It won't take you so much time. 27 pages, and of course, you don't read, wow, my goodness, like that. All this, I don't understand. Just look at the introduction scene now. Cyber attacks are increasing frequent, sophisticated, blah, 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 blah. Here, attacks on system running, okay, utility plants. Plants means factories or those office. So you see, and it's also good, children, because it might come out in your essay, correct? True not? And you're going for your JC or your poly, it's good for you to read, you see. Ziying, your teacher give you all this to you to read. Bei Kun 有吗？ 嘉玲有吗？ 杨香有吗？ 乔欣有吗？ Then 我们讲说要给你们去读大学，读 A level， 读 poly， then 读咯，读啦。读书真辛苦，见师如见虎，只怪秦始皇烧书烧不完。书中自有什么？赵玄。
书中自有黄金屋。
对咯。
书中自有黄金屋，书中自有颜如玉。
这骗人的！我找了几10年都没有找到黄金在里面。 你欺骗我的感情哎，那我找到黄金吗？你跟我讲我找到黄金，有啊，找到输出
这有老兰博基尼玩。
It's using metaphorically speaking, right? Which is I really thank God to my mom, who even though no matter how poor she is, she's always buying book for me to read. I really thanks my mom. If not today, I won't be sitting here. Seriously. Look through, I just go through quickly, please. I just want to tell you that what you learned this last topic is super important, to be honestly speaking. If you are going for JC and Poly, one of the courses is talking about programming, and this is really going to impact your entire life in your career. And please, my degree is in business information technology. Okay. Then when I go for my master is education of change and also security technology. So I'm telling you, for the past, I graduated many years ago already, but it still feels relevant here. You only got two choices. Either you trust me or you don't trust me. That's all. I'm very straightforward to you. You have the right not to trust me, okay? But I think you have the right to trust your own instinct and judgment. What you can see now, the world is evolving and revolving. True or not? Okay, I leave it to you, right? So we protect our essential service. I'm just going through. Don't mind. Look at here. You see, from here you can pick up some of the points that your classmate will never pick up. And imagine you pick up all these points in your SS or even your essay. Hey, you got bonus point, right? And some of you going for EAE, right? You know what is EAE? That will help you, no? Seriously. You see, why is security? Remember the AW and 1H of Peikun? You see? You will not see this. Because in a class, this is very laborious and tedious and very taxing, heavy reading. My IP student, anyone on IP here will know, my IP students, some teachers really drill them, you see. Okay, so I close this one just to give you the idea. So it's 27 pages. And you know, look at the last page itself, see? This all can tell you. This might come out maybe in your SPQ or SRQ, right? Possible, right? You're talking about last page. Let me see. Do I have the last page? Oh, this one don't have the. Okay, no, not this one. Okay. Okay, sounds great for me. 300 years. That's good. That's a good sign. Let me go through this one. Okay, this is the one. Yes. Look here. Peikun, are you looking at the strengthening cybersecurity in Singapore? Challenges, response, and the way forward. You see, this is another. Wait, let me. I always like to bring the last page. This one don't have. Very sad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Guys, in order to write this essay, wait. Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh my gosh. In order to write this, he took so many research. These are all, they have to read all this. Very good. You see? All this, you see reference from page 114, from page 34 all the way, these are all the reference though. Yang Xiang, you see that? Yang Xiang? You see that? All the pages? You see Channel News Asia? That means they really do research that. With so many. That's what I did for my study also. And then you see the pages here, there are only 48 pages. Look at this one, security frameworks. Okay, and look at this. It's university. So that means this is either a degree or a master degree. You're reading, you don't have the chance, Peikun and Jialing, agree or Jialing? You don't have a chance that your teacher will give you this kind of things to read. I told you before, it's saying, right? I don't prepare you for O-level, right? Now you understand? So whatever you read, don't complain, please, for goodness sake, all of you. Wow, I have to write so much. Hey, look here. People take 3 months to write these type of things, at least 3 months. You know what I know now, Peikun? Because I used to be like that when I'm doing my degree. 10,000 words. You see, chapter. You want to give out, Peikun 不要读大学啦 ，O-level 出来做工就好了。你要赚2000还是赚1万？你 is your correct? You got 2 choices. Peikun, either you believe yourself or don't believe yourself, right? Correct or not? Remember just I asked you, How will you feel? You are the last in class and you're going to see the principal? You tell me embarrassed, right? So don't think of it. If you don't want to think of the negative part, then think of this one. By writing this, you're making yourself famous, correct? Okay, wait. It's not scrolling for fun. I just I read somewhere. I really read one. But not everything. I really read. Okay, this part here, yes. Not this one. Wait. They haven't started the book yet. Where? This one. Chapter 5. Okay, this is the one I want you all to read. Anyway, the link is in the lesson plan. I want you to read this. Singapore is one of the most connected countries in the world due to the government's continuous efforts to upgrade information technology infrastructures and implement, write down, e-government strategies, write down these words. Information and communication technologies serve as a powerful tools to modernize the civil service, enhance administrative efficiency, facilitate economic growth, and foster interactions between citizens and government. This can be one of the extract to show how governments support cyber security and support IT infrastructures. However, Singapore's growing dependence on IT has made it become target of cyber attacks in recent years. You see? So what you're learning out, Ziying, there you are. It's real life. I'm not lying to you, right? Chelsea, correct or not? You see? Then you talk about the background here. I really read, and this one. And this one, all from the books are page 406. So they really go and search every single book and read. No. So if you still complain writing this in SRQ, then don't go for university. Is this the first time you see this, actually? Is this the first time you see Pei Kun? Is this the first time you see this, Pei Kun? Pei Kun, is this the first time you see this? Xiaoxing, is this the first time you see all these things? No, then you should know, huh? Right? Jialing, is this the first time? So if you are not the first time you see this, that's why, Xiaoxing, when you answer me, you know you've been reading this, so therefore it enhances, ensure, and enthusiasms of you for writing better. Look at this one. What do you do about cyber security in Singapore? The answers are all here. You see? What you are talking about just now. Another new thing is called the cloud services. Read. I cannot go through all this with you here. Please read. I'm giving you the link, so it's your two things. Either you read or you don't read. That's all. Cyber resilience, incident management strategy. You might read it. If any one of you after reading not sure, please highlight it and send it to me. I will explain to you. And look at this one. How to prevent. Yeah. Children, go to this website. There will be a link for this website, children. Please look at the picture here. Very interesting. It really tells you, see, about the cybersecurity vulnerability, and the picture speaks a thousand words. Xiaoxing, remember you talked about the government expenditure, right? There you are here. So when you mentioned this, I was very elated. Get it? Is it related? Xiaoxing, got it? Well done. Then cyber vulnerability, correct? This one, encryption. That means you must have a strong encryption of your password. Yeah, very true. And please, Pei Kun, if you're having a laptop, you're in a in a Starbucks or in a coffee bean, when you have free access of this Wi-Fi, please make sure you have a strong firewall in your laptop. Because sometimes somebody can hack into your laptop without you knowing it. So be careful. Don't use your Wi-Fi in unsecure places. I usually don't like to turn on my Wi-Fi in Starbucks or this. Unless it's in my club, that's different. Like, my country club called Grassroots Club. I know it's safe. Because Starbucks is open, so you have a free SG Wi-Fi. Please don't. I know it's free Wi-Fi, but be careful of your handphone. Especially your handphone got this Ziying and Pei Kun and Jialing, or this bank account. Sometimes you got PayNow, right? Please don't use the SG Wi-Fi if possible. So say 7 types of malware. This website is very phishing, right? Just now we talk man in the middle. This is the one we are talking about, Pei Kun. So maybe you are here, then you want to talk to this person. Let's say you're doing a HI or whatever homework. Then this guy might be inside the Starbucks with a hacker inside. Might be behind you. Just like Pei Kun, when you go home alone, then somebody follow you from behind. And then he knows that where you stay long, that kind of things. Then when you're not around, then you go to a house and still think, touch wood, no. I'm just giving an example like this. Okay, so SQL stands for sequential language. This is a database. Where is it? This one. If you become a SQL, you can ask your parents. They will know. This one is highly for demand. Okay, in the IT, you can earn a lot of money because they control the data. Now you understand why? Very expensive. Okay, all these pictures here. Go and look. Go and look. This one can write file. You see, can tell you see use strong password. You see, all here. Now, this one. Okay, where is it? Okay, this is the last lesson now. Next lesson, next one onward, we are doing a lot of revision already. Okay, please take note of this. Where is it? There. I already give you the link already. So please go, feel free to go in and take a look. And excuse me, Ziying, please, Bei Kun, Jialin, Zhao Xuan, Yang Xiang, and Qiao Xing and Xing Chen, please do not share all these things with your friend. Don't share. I'm so sorry. Don't share. And it took me a while to do this research, right? And then imagine you give your friend, they also know the answer. So sorry, then good luck to you, because you're taking exam with them, not me. So please do this one. So you got 2 homework by right. Okay, this one also the same thing. Now this is another picture. You see, look at this one. Does it look like Singapore to you, not Ziying? No, right? This one definitely is like American, right? So how can you say Singaporean? True not? More to individual already. 明白 Bei Kun, okay? So please do this homework also. I think I gave it to you also. Well, I told you not to open suspicious attachment as they may contain dangerous virus. Okay, so look at this picture. Definitely is a European. Then look at extract 2. So this is a taxi. The timeline is now. The audience is the people, the hacker, and the individuals, and the government as well. And it explains that how, in order to have not to let people hack to your system, you need to in place. You need to the eye effect. Not eye effect. You need to implement, innovate, and you make sure to have a very interactive antivirus software. Extract 2, it is a matter of when and not if a terror attack hits. So no city is immune to the terror attacks. In order to respond quickly and effectively, Singapore has to stand up its own internal emergency. Remember, I talked about internal and external security forces. You haven't had in the homework as well. So second one, collaboration with external partners through joint exercise is also critical to a country's ability to respond effectively. So this one talk about internal. And this one talk about external. Now see, here comes Bei Kun, Ziying, Qiao Xing, Yang Xiang, and Jialing, and Zhao Xuan, and Xing Chen. Here comes the question already. How far do you agree that internal effort is more important in responding? Guys, I will chase you for next week. If you're not going to do these questions, especially this question, and these questions, you're going to have an uphill task to answer your SRQ in your school prelim, mid-year, and prelim, and O-level. Trust me. Okay? But it's my duty and my job and responsibility and task to continue to give you all this. So if you don't give me the answer, good luck. At least you see, like Qiao Xing, give me this one here. Okay? For sure, if any of the question comes up, this one at least 3 to 4 marks or even 5 marks. That's about it. That's all. So now you are like a bank, Bei Kun Bank Private Limited. You start deposit all your knowledge to the bank. So when you come to withdrawal of your money from your bank, Bei Kun Private Limited Bank, is when in your exam you start to withdraw all the money to invest in your writing. Get it now? I will take it like you are the BANK, 银行啊，知道吗，Ziying? So now if you don't start to deposit your knowledge here to improve it using the prata, right? You see the word prata, then good luck to you lah. I hope this is not just my last lesson describing all these things. The next few months, sorry. Next month, Yang Xiang, Jialing, Zhao Xuan, Xing Chen, Bei Kun, Qiao Xing, and Ziying, or even when new students come in, next month will be, we are doing SBQ. Okay? But by looking at it, because you're, sorry to say, you all haven't had any homework, I will give the benefit of doubt that you all are very busy, got a lot of things to do, a lot of CCA competitions. I know. And then I know you're going to step down soon. So can I have no violence objection from all of you? I have to delay the SBQ for next week and continue to wait patiently, SSD, see, slowly, surely, and definitely, that your essay will come in next week. So if next week, if none of you want to hand in any homework for whatever reason, I don't bother one. And please don't go and ask your parent, ask me, how is my son and daughter? I tell you, I don't want to entertain all these things. Okay, my job is not to entertain your parent all these things. My job is to go and look for more information, more things for you to learn better. Okay, if you don't want to hand in your homework, please kindly answer to your parents. Right? I don't want to be a bad guy and say, yeah, Ziying is very lousy, never hand in homework. Example, okay? I don't think it's fair. I don't like to do this type of spoiling parents and children relationship. I don't like to do this. Okay? I'd rather that you say, yeah, I'm sucks, I'm lousy, I no good. I never mark your paper, fine. Unlikely, I don't mark your paper. Never chase my son for homework. I don't like to do these type of things like this. Any question to ask me? Right? So by Friday, if I would say by Saturday, because next week I'm very busy. Seriously, I got a lot of things to go. By Friday and Saturday, if I don't see any homework coming in, I will change my mind to go to SPQ. Okay? So I will follow this picture, these two pictures. I will put it that as a revisit the SRQ for next week. All right? Cannot, Yang Xiang? Right? Cannot, Jialing? By right next week, next month, we are doing SPQ for issue. Give me a minute. To be fair to you, my next month lesson is doing this. I already planned already. Where the hell is it? Oh. Yeah, okay. Now I open. Okay. Yeah, I share screen. Okay, you see? Do you see what I see? Do you see? It's on that. Oh, 备棍 April 吗？对吗？Lesson 1 Lesson 2 对吗？ You realize SRQ SBQ SBQ, right? You see SBQ, right? Now a lot of people still not compare, so I'm going to share with you this formula for this one also. Okay? Yang Xiang, you sorry, Yang Xiang. Jia Ling, you 看到了， Jia Ling should nothing new to you lah. Jia Ling, you have been seeing this you have been with me for a few months so Qiao Xing also, right? So you see, this next month for April. Okay. Thank you so much.